Well, again, it's always good to get 2 wins in the week. Heading into Thanksgiving, that was something to be thankful for sure. Went down to Texas Southern, played a really good team. It's always good to get your first road win and to start to develop a road identity. And then we came back and played a really good Rice team that's well coached and plays hard and runs a different type of zone. And again, it took a little while for us to get accustomed to the zone, but after a while, our girls settled in and played really hard and were able to bring home a win.
You had Kirsten Harden win WAC Player of the Week this week. She played 60 minutes overall, recorded 20 rebounds, averaged 21 points per game, had a double-double against Rice. The list goes on and on for this week, but speak about what you've seen from her, especially showing out these past couple of games.
Well, we always say greatness doesn't happen on accident, and so, she was Player of the Week this week on the floor, but I would say she was Player of the Week for us in practice. She played hard, she worked hard, she was working on some of the things that she felt like she didn't do well in previous games, and so, again, she was able to use her strengths really well and kind of mask up some of her weaknesses, and she's still, just developing as a player and as a person, and so we look to her for a lot of leadership, and she's been able to give us that.
You've got Kyla Deck is ranked in the top 15 in the nation in steals. She's, I think, 5th overall in steals per game. So on the defensive side, what have you been seeing from your girls, especially Kyla, being able to force those turnovers?
Well, again, they're just playing hard and they're playing together. Like we say, we like for them to be on a string on the defensive end. And so when one person moves, we like to see all 5 people moving at the same time in unison. And then as far as Kyla is concerned, she's a physical specimen, and she has a really high basketball IQ. So she puts herself in the position to get a lot of steals. My challenge to her still is to be even more solid on the defensive end and being in the right spots all the time. Because again, if she's in the right spots, I know she can make the plays and get the steals and get defensive rebounds as well. So she's still growing as a player, but it's exciting to see what she's doing already.
We've got conference play starting a little early this year. We got 2 games this week. You guys are heading to Tarleton to play tomorrow night at 7. And then hosting Abilene Christian on Saturday at 2. So just speak about what you're going to see from these 2 teams this week.
Well, for me personally, just playing against these 2 teams is always fun. I played in the Lone Star Conference and coached in the Lone Star Conference for a long time. So I've been going against Abilene and Tarleton, I feel like, for a really long time. Starting with Tarleton, they're, a new coach, and Coach Brock. He's brought an excitement and a new style to their team. So they're a really tough matchup. They play 5 out, shoot a lot of threes, and are aggressive. So, again, we're going to have to be dialed in and ready to play when we play them. And then, obviously, Coach Goodenough and Abilene, year in and year out, they're at the top of the country in three-pointers attempted and made. They play hard, they play together, and they have a joy about the way they play the game that makes them dangerous night in and night out. So we just talked to our team about being dialed in, taking it one game at a time, making sure we're ready to play mentally as well as physically, and then we'll go out there and do our best.
Put out a message to Jack Nation, get them to cram the Coliseum on Saturday.
Well, come on, ladies. Come on. These ladies have been playing extremely hard. It is Cram the Coliseum this Saturday versus Abilene Christian. So it's a conference game in our house in Nacogdoches. So, again, enjoy your Saturday morning, but then make sure you're ready to come out here and cheer these ladies on. Axe 'em Jacks.